Hi, I'm Dan Smith of DPS Legal Counsel, and welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to be talking about founders agreements and the importance of having a founders agreement if you are setting up a new venture, a new business with another person or with several other people. You will want to make sure before you get too deep into the weeds with your new business that you take the time to go over all the particulars of what your arrangement's going to be with your co-founders and evidence that, memorialize that in writing through a founders agreement. So let's start at the beginning. What is a founders agreement? Well, the name pretty much says what it is. It's an agreement among the founders of a business or a venture that essentially sets out the terms and provisions of their agreement among each other with respect to the new venture. For example, if you and two other individuals decide to start a new business or a new venture, you probably would want to provide in your founders agreement what percentage ownership each of you will have, whether it's a third each or one of you will have one half and the other two will split the other half. You would want to have a provision detailing how much money or other property or services are going to be put into the business venture, whether or not more money can be expected to be put in by the founders if need be, what would happen in the event that the venture is either successful and you want to sell the business, or if the venture is unsuccessful or one of you wants to leave, under what terms can someone leave, what they get when they leave, that kind of thing. Also, you would want to provide that the venture, you probably would want to provide that the venture or business itself is going to be the owner of any intellectual property that would be created or contributed to the venture, rather than having it owned perhaps by one of the co-venturers or co-founders. You would want to provide if there's going to be compensation paid in the nature of wages or salary to one or more of the co-venturers, or whether or not no compensation is going to be paid. Things of that sort, things where business disputes can arise, typically around money and percentage ownership and obligations to put money in or to provide services. What happens in the event of certain things that could happen in the life of a business, like a death of one of the founders, a retirement of one of the founders, just a withdrawal from the business of one of the founders. These are the kind of things you would want to provide for in a founders agreement. And this kind of agreement really should predate the establishment or creation of your business entity. And in fact, the founders agreement will often serve as a template for setting up and providing the provisions of an operating agreement or a shareholders agreement or an underlying business agreement for the company. One of the most famous examples of why you would want to have a founders agreement is, you can see if you're familiar with the movie The Social Network, or know about the issues surrounding the establishment of Facebook, where there was apparently not a founders agreement memorialized and put into writing among the individuals who started Facebook. And of course there was litigation and substantial monies paid because of the fact that there was a disagreement among the founders. So you want to be prudent and proactive and make sure, if you're going to set up a venture with other people, that you have a founders agreement in place. Okay, that's it for today. I hope that helps. We'll talk to you next time.